Hey, so what's up team? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So this is the Forex Bulls YouTube channel. So on this channel we are going to be basically bringing all the educational content from the beginner stage up to the advanced stage with all our strategies and all kind of stuff. So this will be operated by a team. Okay, so of course guys, make sure you hit the like button and of course make sure you subscribe to the channel to see the community grow. Okay, so in today's video we are going to be basically looking at support and resistance. I'm going to show you how you can use support and resistance to get entries, okay, because I know this is a very important strategy and it's actually a must know thing for every beginner getting started with trading. You have to know how to draw support and resistance lines. So of course just hang around. I'm going to show you what exactly is supposed to be done and how you can get the lines, okay, the support and resistance lines. The thing that you're going to do is you are going to zoom out your charts, okay. You are going to zoom out your charts, okay. This can be done on your phone and the computer and everything. And then the second thing that we are going to do is draw some lines, okay. Draw horizontal lines. Because as we are going to see, the support and resistance levels are basically horizontal lines. Sorry about spelling anything. And then after that we shall adjust the lines just like how we are going to see. Then we shall just adjust the lines. Good. So let's get it started straight away. So first thing, you are going to zoom out to see what exactly was happening. So I'm going to zoom out. And one more important thing that I didn't say is it's always better to start from a bigger time frame, just like how you guys can see in here. This is H4. You can even use a daily time frame or anything like that. So but for my case I'm starting from the H4. So just like how you guys can see, I've zoomed out already, just like how I told you. Now I'm going to draw horizontal random lines. So the first one is I'm just going to get this horizontal line and draw one at this point here. So I'm going to pick this and so I'm going to pick the horizontal line and then draw my first level. I have that, and then I'll draw another one anywhere because I'm just drawing, right? I'm just drawing. Good. And then I can draw the next one somewhere around here. Good. So after doing that, let me draw one final one I can see somewhere. Good. So after doing this, now I'm going to readjust these lines, okay. Now we are going to readjust these lines to have the most number of touches. Fine. So first thing is we are going to start up with this lower line here. Let me show an arrow. We are going to start with this line here, okay, this line. So we are going to adjust this line at least for it to have the most number of touches where the market either bounced and reached and bounced back, reached and bounced, just like for us to have at least 3 number of touches. So without any further ado, I see we have this touch already. We have the first touch here, and then we have the second one, the third one. So we are going to just adjust a little bit upwards. Good. So we have one, the first touch. Let me number them. So we have the first touch, the second touch, though it crossed a little bit. Then we have the third touch, the fourth touch, and the fifth touch. This is amazing, right? This is super amazing. Good. So I hope you guys have seen how I just got the first touch, the second touch, the third touch, the fourth touch, the fifth touch. So so the same thing we are going to again do the other lines too. So we also have this other line here. Let's check this line. So for this line we have we are going to adjust it a little bit to also have some good number of touches. So I'm just going to adjust this to have the first touch. So I'm adjusting this to have the first touch here. The second touch here, you should consider wicks too, okay? You have to consider everything. So I have the first touch here. You can see that the market reached here and then bounced back up. Then I have my second touch here, though there are wicks. And then I have my other touch here. Let's keep scrolling. Let me delete these real quick. Oh, sorry. Let me delete these. Okay, so I hope you guys can see. Let me redo it real quick. So we are looking for the touches. So I said we have a touch here, we have a touch here, we have let's see, so I think we can adjust it a little bit. So I'm just going to adjust this up to this level. So we can have one, the second touch a little bit up. We have to have at least a number of touches, at least 3, for this to be a valid support line. So we have 1, we have 2, we have the third one, though it didn't reach, but then we have another one here. This we have another one here. Good. So hope you guys have seen this. So let's go to the other one. Again, we have this level here, this line here. So we have a touch here. So let me adjust it a little bit to have a good number of touches again. So I'm just going to move it a little bit around here. Fine, good. So I have the first touch here, I have the second touch here, I have the third touch, I have the fourth, the fifth. This is amazing, right? So good, we got that. And then the final one, our last line, we have a touch here. So I think I'm also going to adjust it a little bit. Let me adjust it a little bit to have a given number of touches. We can leave it around here. Good. We have the first touch, the second touch, the third touch, and the fourth touch. This is amazing, right? Now, here's the concept. So you might ask, where is the support, where is the resistance? So I'm going to show you something real quick. I'm going to illustrate something real quick. So assuming these are the lines that we just drew, the lines that we have been illustrating, and this one, right? Now, here's the clear illustration. So assume the market is actually moving like this, moving like this, moving like this, moving like this, moving like this. So how would you get the support and resistance levels? Now that might be the question, but now here's the thing. So the first thing is you're going to notice that this level here is going to be our resistance level. Okay, this is going to be the resistance level, and then this is going to be the support level. This is going to make sense in a few. Now, why? So check this out. So you can see that the market was pushing up, but when it reached here, it got resisted, right? It got resisted and it was bounced to come back down. So this is why we are calling this a resistance level. So when it reached on the level down, it was supported and had to push back up, right? So this was working as the support level, and then I pushed back up, resisted, pushed down, came back down. I hope you guys can see the real picture. Okay, I hope you guys can see what I'm trying to explain here. So you can see that this is the resistance level and this is the support level. Good. So let me show you something real quick. I think I can delete this. I hope you guys have taken a little bit of notes here. So alright, so let me show you now. So now in here, where is the support, where is the resistance? So we are going to name this as a support level. Let me do something real quick. So this is going to be S, this is going to be S, this is going to be S, and this is going to be S. Why? Because you can see that the market was pushing downwards. Sorry about that. You can see that the market was pushing downwards, but when it reached this level, it was bounced, it was pushed back up. So it was basically supported, right? It was basically supported. It was supported to push back up. It was supported to push back up. Just like that. Easy concept. I hope you guys can understand this. Alright, so now let me show you some other thing real quick. And again, for the resistance levels, now it's the same thing. Now for the resistance, we have this level. We have this being R. We have this being R. We have this being R. Good. Why? Because you can see that when the market reached here, it was pushed back, come back down, though it later broke above. We shall see that in a few. And then you can see that it was the market was pushed. It pushed to the resistance level, but then it was resistance was like, no way, you aren't going anywhere. So it had to push back down, right? You guys can see it pushed up and then it was resisted to come back down, just like in this level, just like that. Now, so here's the thing. So how do we get trades? How do these levels actually help us? So you are going to notice that the reason I was emphasizing at least we have to have at least 3 touches is, so when you have 3 touches, you're going to have some confluence that, okay, if this happens again, I could take a trade, right? Because if the market reached this level and it was resisted, resisted, so I would assume that, okay, if the market reaches back to this level, if it comes back to this level, I assume it could be resisted again. So I'll be looking for a buy, right? So I would basically take a buy at this level, right? But of course, as how we'll be discussing later on, we shall see that again, we have just a little bit of, we have a few things that we have to consider before taking the trades here. But then you can see that if this happened in the past, it happened here, it happened here, it happened here, and it, so I'm going to assume that, okay, if it actually happens again, I'm going to take a trade. Again, you can see that the same thing happened here. You can see that the market pushed again to the level again here. So guess what? I would take a buy at this level. I would take a buy, bro. I would take a buy, okay, and then extend the stop loss just a little bit below, and then extend above my take profit, right? Because I'm assuming that, okay, this market is actually moving between the support and resistance levels, right? So I hope you guys can get the bigger picture there. Now let's do something real quick. So the next thing that we are going to be looking at is the resistance levels. Again, it's the same thing. We are going to assume that, okay, if the market, let me adjust this a little bit. I can see even this is better here. This is a support, this this is a resistance level, resistance. I think if we moved a little bit, let me delete this. Okay, so I hope you guys can see now. So in some instances, these levels are actually broken. We shall cover that in detail in the next lesson. But then in the meantime, let me show you something real quick. So the support and support later becomes resistance, and resistance later becomes support. You might ask, what does that mean? What's that? Now let me show you real quick. So I'm just going to show you what I was actually saying. Let me first type it real quick here to for you guys to understand. So at some point, resistance becomes support, and support becomes resistance. Let me illustrate it real quick before we go any further. So we are going to assume this was our resistance level, and then this was our support level. So let's say the market was moving just like this. Let me do something real quick. So assuming the market was pushing like this, pushing like this, pushing like this, then at some point it actually broke. It broke that level. We are going to see that in the next lesson. So of course, make sure you subscribe not to miss out, okay? So let me show you. So assuming it broke, so we are going to notice this almost in every trend that happens. So you're going to see that if it breaks the resistance level, it will come back for a retest. Now you can see that, remember this this was a resistance level initially, but it has gotten broken, so it will come for a retest at this level and then push up. Now let me show you something real quick. So at this point, we would call this a retest. Okay, this would be a retest, and then now you can see that initially this was the resistance level, this was the resistance level, but now it's becoming the support. Why? Because the price has been supported, it pushed down, and then now it's pushing back up. I hope you guys can see that. So now you can see that now it's becoming the support. So that's what I was saying. At some point, the resistance later becomes the support. Now let me show you again real quick. So in this case, let's assume that the market kept pushing down and then it broke, right? So on breaking, of course, we are going to notice that it will come back for a retest and then keep pushing downwards. Now let me delete this first. Good. Again, now this is going now to be you are going to see that this was the support level. Okay, this was the support level because the market was reaching here, and then it would be pushed back up being supported, but now it has been broken, so this is now going to be the resistance level. So I hope you guys find a lot of value in this. Of course, you just have to keep practicing drawing these lines on every charts. As you practice more and more, you can adjust to different time frames, let's say H1, as you learn more and more. So that's what I had for you guys for today's video, and of course please make sure you subscribe and check the link in the show below to join our free Telegram channel. I'm out.